FM 96 Tube.
Hey Dave, name a rock song since you're such a rock aficionado that has a swing in the title.
Ooh. There's a swing in the title. I don't know, you got me there, Park.
Swing, Life Away, Rise Against.
Oh, okay.
That's just an example, but today we're working
on
on
Rise Again.
Come on.
Well,
He's just telling me about
rising against.
He was just telling us about flipping the bird to the bassist from Thin Lizzy. He knows his stuff.
All right.
But today we're working on our swing. So
yes, we are.
What's coming up? What are we working on?
Well, today we're going to go through the various parts of the swing, from how to take the club away from the ball, to how to transition back to the ball, and then how to complete into a good full follow through. All right, so one of the first things we need to talk about is how we hold our club properly when we're on the driving range, and we're not actually swinging. And when you've got the club up there like that, it's
ready to play ball there?
Could be dangerous.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so there we go.
Down.
Okay, so let's pose for the picture.
Okay.
There we are. There
we go.
Great. Okay, so 3 parts of the swing that we want to cover off tonight. We're going to talk about how to take the club away from the ball, and then transition, and then into our follow-through. But I'm going to start with the follow-through. Kind of weird that we start with the end of the swing, but that's what we want to do. Is we want to start with how we finish our swing.
Okay.
So, a neat way to do that, if I can get you, just each one of you to come over to this side. I'm just going to get you to follow through. So what we do is we start by pushing a little bit of weight onto our left leg. So I can actually feel the weight coming off the heel of my right foot. Okay? And then all I'm going to do is just follow through in slow motion like this, until I finish in this position.
Do you ever whack yourself in the head by accident?
No, not yet.
Just a question.
Yeah, just a question. Okay? So if I turn to show you this again from the side, just so you can see a little bit more, what I want you to watch the club face to start off with, and see how it stays nice and low, and then it starts to come up, and then finishes around like that. This time I'd like you to watch my arms, and see how my arms stay straight all the way through until I get to about parallel to the ground, and then I just fold them at the elbows and my hands come up to my arms. This time I want you to watch my belt buckle. See how my body turns, and when I finish my swing, my belt buckle should be pointing exactly where I want the ball to go. And last but not least, I want you to watch my right foot. So remember we transferred a little weight to that foot to start off with, and then when I finish my swing, I should have 95% of my weight on my front foot, and I'm up on the toe of my back. Okay, so once we've done the follow-through, we've gone all the way through, the next thing to talk about is how do we take the club away from the golf club or the golf ball or the tee. And what I'm going to ask you to do here is we do not bring the club back with our hands and our wrists.
That's wristy business.
That's wristy business, yeah, you got it. And what we do is we pull the club away by turning our shoulders and our upper body like this. And we must keep, for us right-handed players, we must keep our left arm straight.
That was my biggest downfall last time we did lessons.
A little bit of wrist, yeah. So if we come back like this until we get to here, and this is just part of what we're just coming back so our arms are parallel. And then what we do is we come down and we go through to that. At the top of the backswing, when we come back like this, I'm doing this in super slow motion, and you get just a little hinging of your wrists right there. That will happen naturally because just the momentum of the club and what it's going to do to your hands. So you don't have to think I got to do something with my wrist. You keep your wrists still and just let this happen. Okay, so you want to have an L shape with your straight left arm and the club, and then okay, so what I got you to do before was just stop here.
Right.
But what you would go, just complete your backswing and just let your wrists hinge a little bit there. And then that's going to give you just a little bit more power.
So listeners, if you want to win that free round of golf with you and 3 buds and cart, all on us and East Park, what you need to know from this lesson.
Okay, so in review, when we take the club away from the ball, we're going to keep as right-handed players, we're going to keep our left arm straight, including our wrist, until we get to the top of the backswing. And then as we get into this position here, you want to have an L shape with the club and your straight left arm. The second thing is we must initiate the downswing by pushing your weight to your front foot. And then I want you to follow through all the way through to a full follow through and make sure you finish with about, I'd say, 95% of your weight on your front foot.
Oh, Jake, did you get it?
I got it.
Woo! Why does that feel so good?
There we go.
Bam.
That's better. Good.
There we go. Nice.
I love your giver. Stay down and giver.
Pretty good, almost at the side.
Oh!
That's gorgeous.
Nice.
Is that my best one?
Absolutely.
There
Not
we
going to do any better than that.
So Dave, thank you so much for showing us how to swing with our driver and follow through and how to have our arms positioned correctly. Yeah, I think we got this down. We're doing all right.
Some good swings.
Absolutely. You guys hit the ball really well tonight. And I think that what kind of brought it together for us is that we had all these different thoughts that we talked about. But if we just sort of focused in on one thing only before we went to swing, like we're pre-programming our body to do something, just focus in on that and then just let our body go and let it do what we pre-programmed it to do. And then you did really well.
You can never set yourself up and go through the follow through and where you want your arms to be just a couple of times before you actually get the ball on the tee.
Absolutely. During your practice swings you can have some thought, but when you're actually about to hit the ball, just get one idea and then clear your mind and just let it happen.
Awesome. So thanks guys for watching Burke and Cher's Golf School Dave the Pro here at East Park. We hope you've enjoyed video number 2. Make sure to answer the questions below and win a round of golf at East Park for you and 3 buddies with a golf cart.
You've been watching FM 96.2, streaming live at FM96.com, London's best rock, FM 96.